My textbook after a boring lesson. When the game is loading and you see your reflection in the TV. I complied all the evidence of who destroyed my peace. The lawyer asked, and this is against whom? I said, it's a solo lawsuit. I ruined my own life. Quite possibly the most dangerous thing in my house, the clear Lego. Finally some clothes for drunk people. Why does my stomach hurt? You are what you eat. We still talk about you. Gen Z culture is coming to an end. Gen Alpha culture will start. When people text me where you at, I look around before I lie. When someone tells me to do something that I was already gonna do, well now I'm not doing it. I can't believe he didn't cry during Titanic. Do men even have feelings? So as far as I'm concerned the 928 is alright. Me at bro's wedding when he says I didn't find happiness till I met her. I have been with him for 13 years. Select your language, English, Spanish, Portuguese, reaction. I'm never asking a man to buy me again. So help me out, I'm a bit lost here. You planning on hitting sport mode today or are you more a secret agent vibe? AI bros, you can't defeat me. Artists, I know but he can. Locks the house door and checks 3 times if it's locked. My brain 5 minutes later. Did I lock the door? Me, I have to go back. Me, a grown woman capable of making my own decisions who has said my entire life I never want kids. I don't want kids. Everyone on the planet. Yes you do. You'll change your mind when you get older. Once you're married you're going to have kids. There's no other choice you have. Customer asked for brown bread and I didn't hear them, so I said you're having sourdough but forgot to ask it like a question and she just said okay. If you had a time machine what would you go back and fix? Me. Life is BSM and I do not know the safe word. The entire Mario Kart world roster on their way to commit vehicular slaughter. Hear me out chat. What if instead of CDs we started releasing games on USB-C drives and bring back physical game ownership that way? My depression telling me I don't matter. My schizophrenia telling me I'm the only one that matters. All those galaxies with trillions of planets inside and we ended up on the one with a 40-hour work week. My aunt who has never been married before told my cousin braids aren't appropriate to wear for her wedding. I asked her what hairstyle did she wear when she got married. Now everyone is yelling. I was just asking a question. Me calling my mom to help me solve a problem because I'm an adult but she's a premium adult. Don't fans know how much it costs to make a game? €80 game. If you don't buy our games the industry is gonna fall apart and there won't be new games. Black Myth Wukong €60. Expedition 33 €50. Masterpieces from the past with 50% plus discounts. When their victims turn 18, I don't want to play with you anymore. I'm going to change the world. For the better right. For the better right, of course. Okay. Me recreating an argument I had 6 hours ago with new and better points. When your sarcasm is so advanced people think you are stupid. The problem of being faster than light is that you can only live in darkness. My noisy is so wet right now. Lol why? Hey what's going on, are you okay? Job note, the ops going to work today. When you spend 4 years getting an engineering degree because you wanted to build a lightsaber but you end up in a plant making sure all the steel soup cans are within tolerance. Years of academy training wasted. People always talk about how unfathomably vast the universe is and how Earth is just a tiny speck of dust. However, in terms of information the Earth is far more vast than anything we know. Most planets are just same few gases under different pressures or liquids and solids under thermal physics. A single cup of water from anywhere on Earth has more complexity to it than any star. Who the starts a conversation like that? I just sat down. Olive Garden is the Italian version of Applebee's. Until we meet again. did you mean? I'm a baby kitty, where is mama? If you are a baby kitty and can't find your mama, try to stay calm and make soft meows to see if she can hear you. If you are alone, the best thing to do is wait. Gun people, theme park people, being just a little too into it. Many people don't realize how large Alaska is, so I added a banana for scale. You really ought to rethink your costume some. Heels are an awfully impractical part of a battlesuit, you don't say. Hey, can you call me please? Not right now. It would be highly inappropriate because I am so I am so sorry, but you can text me. 2019. 2024. At the dinner table, my sister asked all of us what color we thought her boyfriend's shirt looked like. After we all said gray, she turned to him and said, now tell them what color you think it is, and he just quietly replied, dark white. Teacher, we are going to France on a school trip. Girls, OMG, I'm gonna take selfies with Eiffel Tower. Boys, invading France with my besties. Lied 2024. Born 2025. Welcome back, Matthew Patrick. 1 day with grief versus 1 year with grief. Happy anniversary, my love. I thought this girlfriend lied or something. He's talking about effing geometry dash. Boomers, millennials, we got your back, little guys. Gen Z. Boys really do act away. I hopped into his car and he put on his playlist of jazz music to study too. Then in the middle of it, for no discernible reason, was a compilation of top 10 scariest animal sounds, and he imitated each one until it got to the gorilla noises, and he just said, wow, powerful, really cool. Then the playlist went back to jazz again. You have a problem with this? Hey Americans, what? M&M's red, white and blue mix. Not sure if everything is expensive, or I'm just poor. Me who ditched Microsoft Vista for macOS. macOS right now. Embation is just intimacy on single player mode, until we meet again. How it feels to say okay instead of arguing. When you put headphones on with no music to avoid social interaction, it's a simple spell but quite unbreakable. New Jersey be like, new listing coming soon. List price, $299,900. Forget about long story short, I'm gonna start saying short story long and take you on a journey you didn't ask for. Once at a wedding, I was trying to be the cool cousin, so I played hide and seek with a bunch of 5-year-olds for like an hour. One of them hugged me and said, you're the best, then whispered, you kinda smell like cupboard though. When an animal walks on 2 feet. When a baby walks on 2 feet. When an adult walks on 2 feet. Nobody. Moms today, you know I'm something of a dad myself. An Italian artist auctioned off an invisible sculpture for $18,300. It's made literally of nothing. It is a work that asks you to activate the power of the imagination, Salvatore Guerrero said of his sculpture. Everything after this was a mistake. Your hair looks nice today. Thanks, today. When my wife was in labor, I asked the nurse if they offer epidurals for husbands too. She didn't answer, just handed my wife a pamphlet on divorce lawyers. Side effects may include diarrhea and eternal suffering. The people on the commercial. My mum has a photo of me in her wallet and not of my siblings. She said whenever she faces an obstacle, she looks at my photo and the problem disappears. I felt really touched till she said she also tells herself, what other problem can be bigger than this one? Mosquito evolving proboscis to carefully lock blood while causing as little damage to the host as possible. Tick. Evolution 100. I'm stepping down from my position as an adult. It turns out this role isn't for me, but I'm grateful for the experience and opportunities I have had. My current hobbies include rage sighing, not wearing real clothes, and eating every single day like I'm going to the electric chair. When I hear people talking about working 80-hour weeks and grinding non-stop, it's so inspirational. Really inspires me to never get a job like that. Audrey, 6-year-old. Daddy, did you know that after Michael left my school he came back and now people call him David? Me, does he look and sound totally different too? Audrey, yes, me, that's not the same kid honey. Audrey, long pause, maybe. I don't understand how you're paying rent and going to concerts and going out every weekend and ordering food regularly and driving a car and paying for subscriptions and going on trips with your friends and it be like that. Babe, I'll call you at 9. Okay, 9:01 PM. All a man do is lie. Me, after realizing I spoke too much and I wasn't cool, calm and collected like I planned on being, I revealed too much too soon. I was emotionally how we used to unfriend people back in the day. Me looking for the perfect song to start cleaning the house. When my wife was pregnant, I asked the midwife how many babies she had to deliver to become a full wife, and she my wife a look as if to say, you poor thing. Toxic parents when you lived with them. Toxic parents after you left the home. Why don't my kids speak with me? Cyberbully victims instead of hitting the block button. They should make a beer that's also an energy drink and also a cigarette and also has 50 grams of protein. Me, who accidentally referred to this as brat. Germans in the chat.
Spare change, ma'am.